Hey guys, so today I'm doing a video about my demonic attachment that I've had since I was 4. And yeah, so let's talk about it. So basically, from the age of 4, I started having nightmares of a man in a top hat and a trench coat. And these nightmares would always be about my grandma doing something evil and nasty to people, like killing them, torturing them. Trigger warning on this video, by the way. And at the end of that scene going on, there'd be a man in a top hat with a trench coat doing this and laughing to try and get me to follow him. And I'd wake up scared and he'd be at my door when I'd wake up, and I wouldn't be able to scream, I wouldn't be able to shout, I'd be that scared. I was paralysed because I was that scared. And then nightmares happened until my mid-teens, but things started getting really bizarre and weird when I got into my teens. I started getting depressed, I started getting suicidal, I OD'd a few times, and there was 2 different occasions. One occasion, I woke up to something telling me that it almost had me. That I was all his. That was the first experience, and then a couple of weeks later I OD'd again, and I woke up to him saying, "I almost had you, ha 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 ha." Couldn't see nothing, can't even remember how I woke up. I just remember being awake and hearing that voice, and it was a deep, growly voice. And I was the only one that ever seen this man in a top hat. But the story behind the demonic attachment is where we think it's come from anyway, is my nan's house, my mum's mum. Her house originally had a symbol on the wall when they moved in. It had some type of witchcraft on the wall. And we think that when the house got set alight before they moved in, like years before they moved in, we think it's chipped the paintwork of the symbol on the wall because of the fire, and it's let whatever's on the land, elemental or demonic or whatever, in, which I think is demonic because it was a demonic attachment that I had. It's let it in, and it's come for the firstborn. Obviously the person that lived there before has even made a pact for the firstborn. It was just gone after the firstborn of whatever family. But yeah, so from the age of 4 it got attached. But before I was 4, it would pick me up and it would drop me by the door. So I'd be in my starter bed and I wouldn't be able to get out there. And this happened a couple of occasions. It picked me up and dropped me by the door of the bedroom. And my mum would come up and have a go with it and just be like, "You're picking on an innocent child, blah, blah, blah." Because there was a lot of activity in my nan's house, a lot of dark activity that would go on. My mum is very in touch with her medium side, so she'd see a lot of things, hear a lot of things. Stuff would happen around her. Stuff still happens to this day in my nan's house. My nan doesn't like to talk about it, but stuff still happens. So yeah, we think that's where it's come from, is the land itself, and it's just attached itself to me for being the firstborn. But I'm the only one that's ever seen it, and when I looked it up, I researched it, I've done loads of research on it. 5 different kids from 5 other states in America have also had the same dream, and the same thing happened to them, where they woke up and he's been there. And when I've done research on him, he's called the Soul Collector. He's a low level demon. He's not high up there. He's not mid. He's like low tier level demon. And he collects souls, and that's what he does. And a lot of people, after they have tried to end their life, have woke up in the hospital or woke up wherever they woke up and seen him there and heard him say, "I almost had you." or you will be mine. I've done a lot of research on him, and unfortunately he is still attached, but I've just learned to protect myself through witchcraft. I've learned to protect my energy, I've learned to protect my aura, I've learned to protect my soul, myself, my home. So even though he's still attached, he can't attack me in any way, shape or form. It took a lot of years of practicing witchcraft, a lot of years of practicing protection, because I was doing witchcraft before I even knew that I was doing witchcraft. Protection wise, not like dabbling into like witchcraft properly, but like protection wise, I was doing witchcraft then before I even knew I was doing witchcraft. So I was protecting myself. I've learned to protect myself. I've learned to keep me space cleansed, so he can't scare me anymore with nightmares. And I've been doing that since I was a teen, since I was like 18, 17, 18, 19ish. I've been protecting myself. I'm now 29. Okay babe, I'm now 29, so I've learned to protect myself very, very, very well. So yeah, I hope that helps, guys. Oh, by the way, link your paranormal stories down below. Like, let me know in the comments down below what your paranormal stories are. I'd love to hear more paranormal stories. I've got well more paranormal stories to give, so if anyone's interested, let me know.